clothes on. Whoa. Hey, we had a few technical difficulties Monday, but guess what? Today, Thursday, and we still here to bring y'all the funk with the funk on top of the funk. You better bet that. So we gonna kick this thing right off, and we'll go straight to entertainment news. Right off the bell here. Let y'all know. First and foremost, we got to start the show off talking about Miss Wendy Williams. And the reason why I'm starting the show off talking about Wendy Williams, because if it wasn't for her, a lot of us that's in this genre of reporting and entertainment, sports, news, whatever you're doing or whatever, it really originated with her, especially being a black person. It originated with her. So whether you subscribe to her views or whatever it is she got going on, as far as her guardianship and her alleged incarceration of herself, that's neither here nor there. I just want to send a special shout out to her because she's trying to get something done, and I don't understand why a grown woman can't get what she want done. If I signed the document and I don't want to go with that no more, I don't want to go with that no more. If I'm being deemed to be reasonably in my brain, she's supposed to have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's and early stage of Alzheimer's, and for some reason it done went to remission, and she's doing better. I think it was the alcohol for real, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But
enhanced it, that made it worse.
Yeah, I think the alcohol played a huge problem in that, and I don't think they really want to talk about that, and I don't know why, because she talks about everybody, and I don't know why, whatever her struggles and problems are, I don't know why they don't want to really discuss it. I don't know why they're keeping that on the low. I don't know if she got some dirt on people or what.
But the whole thing is like, you talk about everybody else's life, talk about yours.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So we do know she signed a conservatorship. So conservatorship, if you don't know how that works, Britney Spears had one, Justin Bieber had one, Janet Jackson had one. Whoa. Quite a few people that had these conservatorships over the past years or whatever. Each conservatorship is set up differently. And hers, you ready for this? And her is given legal parental guardianship over her well-being and her domain to this other person, and all the decisions made by them. And let me tell you something, this person that she hired is strict. They is following every detail to the detail, letter to the law that she wrote in this goddamn
right.
And it's got conservatorship. So I would still shout out to Wendy, and I hope, you know what I mean, she get that resolved through the court system and whatever legalities that's going on. So fast forward, we gonna shoot down to Atlanta. Whoa, Atlanta. Whoa.
Back to the
Young Thug, man. I don't even know. I don't know why we bring you up today, because we shouldn't be, because we talked about you for 2 years. You was locked up, man. So we shouldn't even be talking about you today. But for some reason, down the line, they want to lock Young Thug back up. I don't know how he violated.
She is filing a motion to get him violated because she said that he threatened. He threatened
security of the
official,
official personnel,
Yeah, like the what was the district?
She's
something like
DA,
that. Or something, So
right.
So she filed a motion to get him violated, which is, which for one, if I'm on probation and I just, they got this gnat off of my head, I don't care what you're doing. I'm good. I ain't about to be on Instagram talking about you. See, there it go again. Instagram, Because, you can't. That's goal to show you that people don't have no type of restraint of their self over their mouth.
They don't have nothing to talk about, bro. They don't have nothing else to talk about. They have nothing else to talk about.
So the Godfather, when he just said, a real man never shows, his emotions of what he thinking, when he mad about a certain situation and things of that nature, just playing it cool. It's like, okay, But at the end of the day, you won, thugger.
Yeah.
You won. Like, you came from up under the bad boy, man.
I don't know. Well, we gonna move from Atlanta to Tennessee. You know what I mean? So shout out to Memphis 10 down there, my family members down there, and
family down there.
And the shooting of So B the rapper from Memphis, who was also signed to Sauce Walker, who's from Houston. Now, this is where this things get tricky at with this here. Now, allegedly, he's supposed to rob somebody in Tennessee. Who knows? I don't know. But we
off with 200,000.
Whatever that case may be, I don't want to go into that because I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true or not. So, allegedly. This story is out there. But this is what we do know. He was killed in Memphis, his hometown, as soon as he arrived. Sauce Walker, shout out to Sauce Walker. Wish you for a speedy recovery. And he was also wounded and shot in this exchange of bullets of unaliving So now, fast forward from Tennessee to Houston, the guy who's actually showed all over the place. This guy's face is everywhere. Wow. Getting out the back of the Charger with the operator in his hand. He's been unalived, with allegedly being associated with the unaliving SOB. This is just wild work. And I just want to say this in retrospect, and I want y'all to really pay attention to this. I want to ask LL Cool J, Kool Moe Dee, Nas, Jay-Z, Wu-Tang Clan, Mace. I want to ask all of these rappers, MC Shan, KRS-One, all of these rappers that had rapper beef that's notably noted over the years. How do we get to this? How do we get to the point where artists from a whole nother city want to kill another artist? I thought it was about the artistry. I thought it was about the music, the hip hop, the culture. I thought that's what it was about. Not me getting on wax and saying that I'm going to do this and do that. And then I actually get out here in the streets and see you at the gas station pumping gas and I gun you down. Where'd that come from? No, you're supposed to get on wax and do your thing. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, you're supposed to get on in the booth and light fire. Hot fire. You know what I mean? You got Jadakiss' son, Lil Jada. I don't even know Jadakiss' son's name, but he's in a rap battle against Jim Jones. I have no idea how that occurred. Jadakiss, shout out to you and the Locks. We love y'all all over it, no doubt. Some of the best lyricists ever been in the game. But I don't even know how that even occurred. That occurred. Jim Jones, you 49 years old. How is you even into it? Yeah, dog said you trash. He got his opinion. He think you trash.
He said he was trash.
He said he was trash.
but you know what I mean? Like, but you already know what that. You already know that that's gonna spark up something anyway. Just for him being him, how he is, you know, it's gonna spark up something anyway. You know, like, okay, all right. And then you know Jim gonna say something back.
Well, Jadakiss haven't commented as I know of as of yet. I don't know. And while I'm talking about all of these big time celebs, let me talk about these dudes here in Detroit. And let me put this out there. Y'all need to know this. For real. Y'all need to really know this. Listen, I don't care if you can take a straw and put it through your ear and do it on the other side. We want to see it. We want to hear about it. I don't care if you rap, sing, dance, etc. It don't matter. We want to hear about it. We want you over here on DN Now podcast. If you represent saying that you the coldest and you the best at whatever you do and you promoting it, we want you over here at DN Now podcast. Do you not understand, people? This is what we're looking for. We're trying to highlight and showcase anything and everything out of Detroit City. Matter of fact, the whole metropolitan area. If you're in Michigan and you can contact me and you have a way to move around, contact me. Our information is on the page at the DN. That's on Instagram. And you go on YouTube, make a comment under like, subscribe. Under there, you can make a comment. And the comment, you can let us know if you're trying to get in contact with the show. And we want you on here. Yes, we do. We want you to promote whatever your brand is. All y'all other guys out there, from Kanye West, you ain't got to go to academics. You can come right here to and out, man. You can wear whatever you want to wear. You want to wear a KKK costume, you can wear one over here, man. We ain't gonna look at you no differently. You feel me? And on top of that, whoever out there, I'm talking about all my local artists, man. Y'all know who y'all are. There's too many of y'all for me to shout y'all out. But hey, stop telling me y'all coming on the podcast and y'all not showing up on the podcast. That's bananas. Where they do that at? If I tell you I'm gonna show up somewhere, you better bet clearly showing up. You already know. I don't care if you're having a party, you're having a bar mitzvah, you're having a housewarming, a sweet 16. I ain't got no kids, and I'm showing up to your stuff if I rock with you. And y'all know that. So my thing is, we got the D In and Out podcast going on, and we trying to really get this thing popping. So now we're gonna move it just a little bit over to down to Miami. Now, y'all already know what's going on down in Miami, right? Y'all already know. So, now, what y'all got to understand about Miami is they got a curfew down there for the spring breakers. Spring breakers in Miami after 12 midnight, if you're under the age of 21, you have to be indoors. Ain't no out with no chaperone or none of that. You got to rock. You got to go. And that's how they plan it down in Miami, spring break for 21 and under. Y'all got to know that. Now, we got the transition from Miami over to California. Oh, my God. California got so much going on over there. Woo! Let me tell you. Everybody know this story has been viral. It's everywhere. Big U in the rolling 60s has been indicted under RICO charges, extortion, and all types of crazy, wild stuff that I can't even remember what it was. Now, if you're familiar with these people, they have been very prominent and popular on a lot of these podcast platforms. Now, this is what you need to know. These guys, this is wild work. These guys have single-handedly been going on podcasts talking about committing illegal activities. From kidnapping to strong arm robbery to extortion. So I mean, it's almost a slam dunk because you said you did these things, and now you saying you didn't. So which one is it? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's why I work over there. You got the one boy, Loose Cannon. You got the other boy, Big U, and you got the other boy, 600. You know what I'm saying? So it's why I work over there. And I just don't really understand it. How they get on these podcasts and incriminate themselves. And that's the point that my partner, Joe G. Louis, was talking about when he was talking about Young Thugger. How is you going on here incriminating yourself? The whole point of committing a crime is to get away with it. You know what I'm talking about? You got to be able to get away with the crime. I don't know. A lot of y'all young niggas out here, I noticed too, that y'all, a lot of old niggas too. I ain't gonna just put it on the young niggas. A lot of old niggas too. A lot of old niggas and young niggas, just niggas in general. Y'all got a whole bunch of useless plays. You got to make your plays count, man. When you out here doing what you're doing, I don't care if it's illegal or legal. You got to make all your plays count, man. Because the plays that you just doing, you wasting energy. And you can be putting that toward something else that's way fly than that. I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. But most importantly, we got to move on back down to Dallas. Whoa, can't forget about Dallas. Can't go through Texas without going to Dallas. Whoa, one of my favorite spots, by the way. Yes, but yes. We have Yellow Beezy, who is out on bond. Yes, he is out on a $750,000 bond. Whoa, Yellow Beezy got pesos. You better bet that. He is allegedly charged with the unaliving of Mo3. Now, both of them guys are both Dallas rappers from the area. And once again, on podcast, this podcast, Mo3 has already said that, yeah, he banged up. And on podcast, Yellow Beezy admitted to saying, yeah, Doug banged me. Made records about it, and this and that, back and forth, the whole shebang. Now, if you let Yellow Beezy unalive Mo3, I have no idea. This is all alleged, and this is all the information that's being provided as I see it coming to me on my timelines. Now, we're going to go back to Atlanta. And the reason why I got to go back to Atlanta, because it don't have anything to do with hip-hop at all. And I like to stay on hip-hop, but I got to go back to Atlanta. Jasmine Crockett. If you know who Jasmine Crockett is, she is definitely a friend to the show. That's for sure. Shout out to that sister down there in Congress doing her thing. Now, if you know anything about Jasmine Crockett, you know that she's a congresswoman and she's against Donald Trump. By all means necessary. Yeah. Anything that he represent on his regime, anything that he talking about, whatever his agenda is, she is not with it. And for the most part, she's also about funding small minority businesses as far as education, medical, and entrepreneurship. And when I say minority, I ain't talking about minority, baby. I'm talking about black, baby.
Black.
I'm talking about this. Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Black of the berry,
That.
sweet of the juice.
The real minorities around here. You know what I'm saying?
feel me?
Not taking away nothing from my Latino or my Asian people. No, I ain't taking nothing away.
You talking about us though?
Just talking about us. Y'all already they give y'all everything y'all ask for. When the Asians ask for something, they put the Asian bill out. When they was killing the Asians in the pandemic, thinking they brought the swine flu over there, yeah, they put the Asian bill out. Latinos, Latino bill. You know what I mean? Hey, Indians, they got reservations, bro. We ain't got nothing. So my thing is, I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, be discriminatory with my language, but I gotta look out for my own too. And Jasmine Crockett down in Atlanta is doing that because see what y'all don't understand about her being a congresswoman. And see, the Republicans is setting her up to actually run for president. That's what they doing. The Republicans setting her up to run for president because they know that she won't get elected. They know she won't get elected. You know what I mean? They know she won't get elected. So if they get her run for president, they got an automatic shoo-in from the Republican side. You get what I'm saying?
Because they don't, you know what I mean?
Same thing they did with Kamala. Same thing they did with Kamala. Same situation.
Believe like this country is ready for a woman president, so that that's they stands for real. Like we like you say, setting her up to run so she can so the Republicans can be a shoo-in.
Right.
But
because see, once she step out of Congress and run for president, I'm not for sure. I don't think she can go back. So they just want to get her out the way because she just, for the most part, you got to understand this, y'all. No matter what she says out of her mouth, it don't really mean nothing. Everything that she does have to be put on paper. So would she be just up there talking that them other people up there that dislike her or whatever, they ignorant. They're ignorant because what she's saying out of her mouth don't mean nothing. Everything got to be in writing, and it's got to go through the House, and it's got to go through legislation, and it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? But the stuff that she's asking for, obviously we deserve it because we getting it. You get what I'm saying? She don't just work in Atlanta. She working out of Atlanta. She working out of Houston. She working out of Tennessee. She working out of everywhere. She is, you know what I'm saying, the go-to right now. You know what I mean? Hey, she's a woman, but she's a go-to. I ain't seen no other black men. I ain't seen no black men step up like this sister has stepped up. You know what I mean? She done really stepped up. She's educated. She's well profound, and she uses her words.
She go harder than anybody that I really done seen. Just go hard, like in politics. You know, it seemed like when blacks, not all, but when blacks get in a position of power that can do certain things, it's like we get to being timid,
right? And
not, we don't show that like how Donald Trump or how Bush. When they in there, they do what they don't care about what people think. We get to caring about, we trying to please both sides. We want to care about what the Republicans think, and we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings and do all this type of stuff. Man, skip that. That's just like Tevin Spiley and Cornel West when they was on Obama head about putting that black agenda. What's up with the black agenda? We need the black agenda. We need you to go ahead and make a target and do something about the black agenda. You know what I mean? So that being the case, we gonna see how this thing play out. We gonna see how it play out. But so also too, to stay in politics. We gonna stay right there.
No, stay on that because I had to go give me a water, y'all. Listen, I want you to stay on as far as, us as black people, we, always take a back seat when, when we supposed to be more vocal when it's pertaining to us, because like you said, the Bushes, the Trumps, they gonna do that. Yeah, the Reagans, whatever. The Cheneys, they gonna do that. So it brings me to this subject, which I don't go too far up in the sports because they're coming up later on. to the Anthonys. Shout out to the Anthonys, you know what I mean? Cayenne, don't trip. You doing your thing. You definitely a diaper dandy. Don't trip. Cayenne didn't get selected for the McDonald's All-Star game, which happened yesterday. Shout out to Cheeks. Yep, I hit little Cheeks. I seen you, boy. But yeah, he didn't get selected. And Carmelo Anthony made a stick about it after the selection was already done. And he should have been more vocal about it. Like, nah. What you mean, my son been balling, doing his thing. No, he off up in there. I don't care what's going on. Right. And he deserved that right. It's the same thing with the LeBron James situation and Bronny. Man, we know goddamn well Bronny don't supposed to be in on NBA. But guess what? Guess what my daddy is? Right. Huh? Guess what my daddy is? Goddamn right. He want to coach a team. He want to play on a team. He want to do whatever he want to do in the NBA. He should be able to. Right. Goddamn. Exactly. So, you know what I mean? We're going to move on and we're going to go back to politics. Now, we just going with politics. I just want to.
So, we're going with the politics. We're going to jump on over to Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
Oh, wow.
Where that.
That's Jasmine Crockett. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know. I want to know what she want to know.
Right.
I want to know what she want to know. I want to know how is it that they're charging all these tariffs and everything is up in inflation, but we have enough money to deploy Federal Reserve enforcement secure Tesla
dealerships and all that
all across America. What? Oh, wow. How do I want to know how in the heck do the nigga that's doing Dodge, he's not no electee, he was appointed. You understand what I'm saying? So by him not being an electee, how do a nigga that's doing Dodge, you know what I'm saying, Department of Economical, you know what I'm saying, growth, how do him get security details and all of this? That's what we paying for with our taxes?
Exactly.
This baby, man, I don't know.
But that's about to, you know what I mean, from looking at the news and reading it, it's like that's about to come to an end as far as with Elon Musk stepping down from Dodge, because it is they trying to say Donald Trump said he want to keep him on there, but his time is coming to an end. Yeah, his time is coming to an end because he see all the money that he's losing messing with jumping into politics.
Exactly.
So he like, man, this is not making no sense.
And he done paid $280 million to help elect this goddamn president. If you didn't know that, yeah, he helped pay $280 million to help get Donald Trump elected. Yeah, just in case you didn't know that. Whoa.
And he was talking about giving people, what was that?
$5,000 per person.
No, he was just down there. Where was that? But talking about some giving everybody $100. He was trying to get somebody elected down there or something. Everybody $100, and then I think he gave one person $1 million or something like that. Some old crazy stuff.
Right. See, this is why you don't put those type of people in office. You understand what I'm saying? He's already got more money in the world. So you don't put them type of people in office, because what is he actually up there doing? He's pushing his agenda. Whatever that sick, twisted agenda may be. I was an Elon Musk fan. I think I said this once before on the show, some episodes ago. And the reason why I was an Elon Musk fan, because of the innovation. But once you start delving off into this nigga background and what his mindset is on, nah. Elon on some bull crap. And this whole freedom of what we got going on, and patents and copyrights and LLCs or whatever, he want to do away with all that. Yeah, he want to do away with that. Yeah, that's right. So when you come up with an idea, he feel like another person should be able to capitalize off that idea if they add something to it. So if I make these headphones right now, I make them. I should be able to take the exact same pair and change the color and say, yo, these mine. Put my label on them. They good money. With the same components. The exact same components. That's his agenda. And this is why, to bring us to more politics, because this is why Kanye West was pro. He was pro Elon Musk because of that factor. Because he thought in his mind that, oh, okay, then if I get down with this program, I'll be able to run my fashion stuff the way I want to run it. You know what I mean? If I get down with this program. But see, what he didn't realize, and I said this before also on a few episodes ago, what Kanye West didn't realize was,
That's him.
my G,
Right.
that don't change. Money ain't got no color. Money is impossible to be racist. You're absolutely correct. But where is that money coming from? Where's that money coming from, champ? I'm just saying though, you got to think before you start, you know what I'm saying, speaking and acting out and doing these things. Y'all guys that's up in that status, that's these billionaires and these multimillionaires or whatever. I don't know, man. Y'all be losing me as if somebody just gave y'all that money. Cause I don't be thinking, y'all be thinking.
Right.
Y'all can't be thinking, bro. Y'all cannot be thinking. Even the little baby situation. Even though it's some bull crap, but still though, why would you even put yourself in a position to be even implicated in something like that? You know what happened over there. You went over there and shot the video. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. Make it make sense, man.
Right.
Make it make sense, man. I know you looking at it like, oh, sure, I'm just shooting a video. Yeah, but they done turned it into something else. Or they trying to turn it into something else, which I don't think is gonna stick. But just the simple fact, why do you even want that rhythm in your camp?
But the whole thing is, man, you see, you know what I mean? Like you see what's going on, just period, with the, you know, like with all these black high power entertainers, you know, being took down, they coming at them, and it's like you see what happened. That's just like we was talking the other day. I was talking to my man Kareem the other day about. We was talking about the contract situation and things of that nature as far as just in music, period, right? And it's like if I done watched and I done seen and I done heard all the horror stories about everybody signing their first deal was horrible and didn't get a lawyer, didn't do this and didn't do that. Now, if I'm going in to sign a deal and I done heard all these stories, it would be buffoonery on my end not to have a lawyer to look over a contract and go sign something that's not in my beneficial for me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so just sitting back and seeing how a lot of the black high powered celebrities is, you know, they coming at them. And not you we putting ourselves in a position for them to come at us because we doing stupid stuff.
But you know why they coming at them though, right?
Well, you tell me why.
Well, the reason why they coming at the entertainers is because what are the ways that a black man or woman can become successful in America?
Through entertainment or sports.
And sports. That's it. That is it. And there's only so many niggas that can be in sports. There's only so many people that can do that. But entertainment is infinite.
Right.
It's infinite. So we need to put a governor on it, lock these niggas up, and get some new niggas in here that's gonna sign these contracts where we can get back to getting paid. Because the thing is, a lot of artists are waking up, staying independent, putting their own music out, and doing their own thing. Matter of fact, another friend of the show, we need you on here. I don't know what the problem is. Bodie James. Bodie James got to be one of the hardest working niggas in the game right now. He's literally dropped 8 studio albums in 10 studio albums in 1 year. 10. So out of them 10 albums he dropped, he's independent. So guess what that means? Record label don't eat off that at all. You know what I'm saying? They don't eat off that. So with that being said or whatever, you got to really understand the legalities that's going on as far as the music industry and what they trying to actually do and create. And once again, Kanye West, I got to go back to Kanye West. And it's so madness. This is madness to me. You know what's madness? The madness is Prince, Michael Jackson, not Kanye West. All they said the same thing about the whole entire music industry and the Jews and this and that. And I'm just trying to figure this out. Prince and Mike was about the same time period. I don't know why they didn't really have a relationship with each other, but you know, it is what it is. Kanye West is way after they said this. And you don't think niggas still don't know this?
Yeah.
Like you just said, bro. I done seen this nigga get jocked. I done seen this nigga get got. He done got got. He done got got. Whoa. Me getting got is highly likable. So let me make sure I check this out and look this over before I get to signing and doing this stuff and all this and that. But at the same time, though, a lot of these artists be starving artists. So they be broke. So when you get to signing me for goddamn 250, 300, 500,000, a lot of niggas ain't never seen that money before. Right. So sure, they get that little money. Don't know that the tax man got to come get a little piece.
Master P told
then once
told his brother.
Yeah.
$1 million. What? Imagine what I'm worth.
Yeah.
He said, if he wasn't give me $1 million, imagine what I'm worth. He said they argued and everything was about to fight. Like, man, no, you know what I mean? We that was our ticket out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you know, like P said, you know what I mean? They thought he was gonna fail. And he told them, look, we'll do an 80-20 split my way.
85-20.
85.
85-20. I mean 85-15. 85-15 or 85-15. He the only person in record business history that's ever got a deal like that. Ever. You have notable guys that's got peculiar record deals. Chamillionaire is 1. Master P is 2. Lil Flip is 3. Slim Thugger is 4. Somebody else I'm forgetting. Yeah, they had peculiar record deals.
What's the name?
The D GOAT. That is GOAT. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT of it. Frank Ocean. Yes. All of these guys had peculiar contracts, whereas it benefited them 100%. Yeah. Like 100%. To the point where it was like, all right, record label was like, you got something, we don't really know what it is. So we just gonna give you this, and all right, we get off of it. Not knowing that in those different artists' name I just named, them niggas was about to turn up, and they knew how to turn up. They knew how to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Samuel Jackson too. And I know that's a crazy shout out to go from rap to Samuel. Because the reason why I'm shouting Samuel out is because his first role in a movie was Coming to America. And do you know how he got that role? He just walked up and said, hey, man, I want a role. This is how the scene in the McDowell's come about with him sticking the joint up. They didn't have a role for Samuel at all. He just went down and was like, hey, man, I do what I do, man. I'm trying to get down. And Eddie was like, yeah, come on, man, we got something for you. They made the whole scene up, bro, just for him. It wasn't even in the script at all. And I'm saying that to say opportunity. The same opportunity we looking for and wanting and need or whatever, you got to put forth the ambition. See, niggas ain't broke or poor, or women, men or women alike are not poor or broke because lack of money. Most men and women are broke or poor from lack of ambition. You got to have ambition, and you got to be pushing toward whatever that goal is and whatever that is. If you can't focus on one thing, how you gonna focus on multiple things? Talking about you need multiple streams of income. How you gonna do that?
Exactly.
You can't focus on one thing. So how you gonna focus on multiple things going on at one time?
I mean, that's what they say. You know, I heard this from Ice Cube as well too. And this was pertaining to like just really anything. But he was talking about part of the music. And he was like, he said, man, sew your city up first. He said, sew your city up. You know what I mean? And then after you sew your city up, then move to the next state. Then he was, the next city. And then just keep moving. But he said, start at home first. Sew that boy up as much as you can and then branch out. And that's just like with one thing that whatever it is that you're dealing with. And also too, one of my mentors, which is Henry Hendall, he's he got the alteration spot on Southfield and 10 Mile. And
Henry, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, and Hendall, you know what he told me? He said, don't worry about the money. He said, just perfect your craft and do great at what you do, and the money gonna come. And that's what Deion Sanders said. Deion Sanders said, I didn't chase the money. He said, I chased greatness. You see what I'm saying? He said, so I just strive to be great, and the money came.
God dang right. See, and that's how, and that's generally how it works, y'all. And you know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I'm saying, put forth the effort, and you gotta try to actually go towards that goal. See, a lot of people, and I noticed this a lot in the black community, a lot of people have some great ideas and some great, you know what I'm saying, things they can add to an idea. But due to the fact that the ambition out there, hey, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Just for instance, same thing with this podcast. We know it's 2 billion podcasts out there. We know that. We not crazy. We know this, and we know it's a whole bunch of competition out here on YouTube that's probably live right now. I don't know, but this is what we do know. We know that there ain't no another 2 of us. There ain't no another Clearly, and it definitely ain't no another G. Louis. So with that being said, or whatever, you got D in and out. You know what I mean? You got D in and out.
You got a whole wide world. You got a world.
Yes.
People, world. We got, we reaching all the way across the world on this podcast.
And some of this fluff that we talk about as far as the celebrity fluff, entertainment, we just spread just global news, just let y'all know what it's here for the most part. But for the sake of then and now, we only trying to bridge the gap with this generation that's in effect now and the generation that's coming into effect now. You know what I'm saying? From back then. That's what we trying to bridge the gap and hopefully open up a dialogue, because what we don't get enough of in the city is the positive works that goes on in the city, as far as the different giveaways, the different free shows, the free gas that they giving out over there with the New Era guys, the protection that they give the elderly and the senior citizens going to the liquor stores and things of that nature at nighttime, in the wintertime when it get dark early, or even in the summertime.
But you know, just think about if
all these good things.
Just think about all guys that you ain't even got to be famous, but just think about all the famous guys that made it from the city, that made a lot of money off the people from the city. Just think of ones that gave a little back, like New Era, you know, just tapping in with them and just helping spread, you know what I mean, grow the organization.
And let me be honest with you, you know what I'm saying?
Do this? And let me be How can we do that?
And let me be honest with you about New Era, right? Doug started his not looking for, like you just said, he wasn't chasing the money when he started this. He was not chasing the money when he started this. But I seen that bag y'all got over at New Era too. Oh, I seen that too. But the money came. Right. The money came. So with that being said or whatever, I'm seeing Doug do great things. You know what I'm saying? I think he passed out like I think he got over 500, maybe 1,000 people gas on his birthday. Yeah, he did that. That was just like last week or something like that. The week before last, something like you know what I'm saying, he passed out, gas, free gas. Just pull up.
Too, I remember, I think he had rented out the whole hotel floor or something like that for something. But I think it was for the homeless, or they was doing some stuff.
Right.
He be doing this stuff.
Right. So.
His name's Z. Shout out to Z. New Era.
Yeah, New Era. Yeah, shout out to them over there.
They got that. They also too. They got this the gas station stuff down right there on 6 Mile in the lodge. When that guy came out shooting at the guy that stole some chips or something, and he jumped over the freeway past, and then they ended up getting killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot of positivity that goes on in the city. I know Easter coming up, so I know it's gonna be a lot of kiddie discos out here. So that's gonna be something positive that's going on in the city. Also, we have opening day is tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Opening day.
That's positive energy. You go downtown, Detroit, pretty much anywhere you go, it's gonna be slapping. All you gotta do is get down there and get the mix, and you're gonna be on and popping. The weather's supposed to be good for a small window of the day. So if you're out there early at 11 a.m. when everything kick off, until around about maybe 7 to 8ish. Should be good. So you know what I mean. So look forward to 313. I mean, look forward to it. Look forward to Tigers open the day. Hey, y'all can't do it.
Too, y'all go down to Good Cakes and Bake. You gonna have some Project Detroit Church down there. Good Cakes and Bake logo on it. So y'all go down there on the side of the Fox at Olympia. Right
Okay.
there. And,
Okay.
get them shirts and y'all tap in. Check her out.
Okay. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
You might mess around and see me and Clearly down around.
Oh, you go downtown tomorrow, you gonna see me. I'm gonna be down there.
Be in the building
I'm gonna be down there for sure, for sure.
around there. You know what I mean? And I see y'all in the comments. Yeah, we got y'all. Yeah.
All you gotta do is just fit the mold, baby. You know what I'm saying? Fit the mold. And guess what? It's gonna be going down. You better bet that. Going down.
You know they start early.
11 a.m. 11 a.m. Yeah.
Tomorrow. So it's gonna be jumping.
People actually take off work for this.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I ain't missing no pesos. I ain't missing no pesos, Tigers. I'm sorry. I ain't missing no pesos.
You gotta get up and go to work in the morning.
So we gonna have some party. Whoa. If you find yourself somewhere with your clothes off, you done had too much fun. Wow. Oh man. Yeah.
If you're a dude, it's your girl.
Yeah.
It's your dude.
All right. Yeah.
Goodness, you don't be playing.
So yeah, you get out tomorrow and enjoy that and see what's going on in the city. Everybody got something going on. They got the block party around there. PV Lounge, Javier's, Checkmate, Sloppy Crab, and something else around there I'm forgetting. I can't think of the other one. But yeah, they got a bar crawl going tomorrow, y'all. So you know what I mean? Get in the mix and get y'all crawl on. Just don't make sure you have to crawl home. Whoa.
After you finish, you be crawling the body.
Yeah, man. So yo, shout out to the Tigers tomorrow. It's opening day, and it's gonna be a little chilly out there for some baseball. It's gonna be fine to be walking around looking at the sights, but for baseball, it's only gonna be 54 degrees, y'all. So we hope y'all get out there and win. Well, y'all should win, because I'm pretty sure the team that's gonna play y'all ain't really equipped to play in 54-degree weather.
Man,
Yeah.
they used to it.
Yeah, so you know baseball kind of slow, so you ain't really getting no momentum. No, we are used to it. The team that they're playing. Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you know Tigers. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pull for y'all tomorrow, and we will be downtown in the building. See what the Tigers talking about. We're gonna check y'all out. And moving on along, right? Since we talk about these Tigers, whoa! How can we not talk about the Pistons? Whoa! Y'all is on fire. Yo. Y'all need to relax. Y'all need to relax. Y'all need to relax and calm down. Y'all is not the 89-90 bad boys. Y'all need to relax. Relax. The game that the 89-90 bad boys was playing, dog. Y'all not built and playing that game because you got niggas like Joker having 60-point goddamn triple-double. So nah, that ain't, you know what I'm saying, popping. Joker would have never had a 60-point triple-double back in the day like that. Never. 60-point triple-double? Joker? Who are they playing? I have no idea. 60 points triple-double.
That's ridiculous.
Oklahoma Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder. Let me make sure I say that right. Say the whole name. They have the most triple-double in NBA history, nigga. Oh, in NBA this year.
So he has
Shot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because with the with the assist, you add that to the point.
10. That's a 10. That's a dub. That's 20 points. Maybe a 3 or 2 off of that. I don't know. 20 something point. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Joker, man. You know, we the Joker just, you know what I'm saying? They show up to the podcast. You gotta be careful with the Joker. They show up like, whoa, you talking about the Joker? Yeah, you know, the Joker just show up. Yeah, they wicked. You know what I'm saying? His brothers and the mama, yeah, they get into they get fighting in the stands and all that. So if you up there heckling Joker or something, and you over there by the brothers and the mama, nigga, they hopping down on you. So yeah, Joker. But back to the Pistons joints. Let's get back to the Pistons. Now, y'all in Minnesota, first of all, anybody know that when you ain't at home, you ain't on home court advantage, you can't be out here just acting foul and just crazy. Now, I seen the incident. Referee had already blew the whistle.
Right. I'll say
so the whistle was blown. Doug come charging up the court on Doug. I don't want to say his names because I don't get nobody in trouble because this is all comedic relief at this point. I know it's out there, but this comedic relief from what I seen. I don't know if they seen what I seen. You know what I mean? So, Doug blows down on Doug, right? Then the other thing comes. Now they both got Doug. Doug say, you know what? Baka, yeah. Fine, he teased niggas up. I just want to know, Pistons, why y'all ain't tee nobody up? Y'all was doing all that barking.
No, but what happened was, the Minnesota guy, Pistons, on Pistons, he slapped the ball out Dog hand.
Yes.
Right? Then the Minnesota guy like, you know what I mean? So
right.
The other guy on Minnesota came and then just collared Dog up, and then that's when it just went into mayhem.
Yeah. So
that's when Isaiah come going crazy and all, and they, you know what I mean? It was just it wasn't really no. They wasn't really like.
Oh, he got 2 off. He got 2 piece off. He got 2 piece off.
It wasn't no. It wasn't no.
No, he the only one that jabbed.
It wasn't no malice.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't no malice. But he the only one that jabbed from Minnesota. That's what I'm saying. He went dog ditches twice. Baka. You know what I'm saying? He threw that boy. And you know in the NBA, that's why they grab you up like that when you get into these tussles. Because if you throw a punch,
you automatically suspended.
You suspended. You know what I mean? So that's what they be looking at and trying to see who throwing a punch. So a lot of time you will see guys collar each other up like, hey, ooh, because, you know, I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but we was in the race for the goddamn 5th spot in the playoffs. Yeah. And with that being said, after that game right there, that only leave 8 games, 8 or 9 games. So with that being said, I don't really know what the positioning is.
I think we just, if I'm not mistaken, I think we just locked the 6th seed.
Okay, so I don't know who the 3rd seed is, but that's who we'll be playing, and that seed probably is up for grabs right now. But the most part is this. Y'all go into the playoffs. Y'all need to get playoff ready so y'all can at least make it out the first round. Come on, man. Because you see all the rest of these teams stepping up, man. They stepping up to the plate, man, doing wondrous things, man. Oklahoma City over there, the Thunder, they roaring, hard body. Let me tell you somebody else that's real quiet over there. Ain't nobody talking about. The LA Clippers. Whoa. Kawhi Leonard is a phenom. You better bet that. He is a phenom. He's been back, and guess what? The Clip joint's been winning. Yeah, shout out to the LA Clippers, you know what I mean? Whoa, that's bananas over there. You know what I mean? You can't make these stories up. You got Oklahoma City on the west running everything. Then you got the Cleveland Cavs on the east running everything. This is wild work. You know what I mean? And us, out of everybody, we in the 6th spot, but guess what?
But still, we rocking like we number 2.
Yeah, we rocking like we number 2 round this mug. You know what I mean?
That's why it's up, man.
So, you know, and I understand that the win to loss ratio in the East is way more worse than the West. because out west, them boys over there that's qualifying for the playoffs, all them boys got 50+ wins. We over here still in the 40.
So,
You know what I mean?
So it's gonna be, you know what I mean? Like let the West, they let them fight it out, and all that. By the time they get to the finals, we gonna be ready because it's only gonna be.
Well, the problem with the West is Denver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Denver is the problem over there. That's a problem over there for anybody. Because like I said, and I say this again definitively, you in the NBA, the reason why it's so hard, because you ain't got to just beat me once. You ain't just got to beat me twice. You got to beat me a total of 4 times.
Right.
Huh?
Exactly.
You got to beat me 4 times, bro. 4. So it's a little bit more difficult to actually win and slap a nigga out the NBA and just say we better than y'all.
But the whole thing is, if you own a team, you own them. Like, man, I don't care on any given day, especially in a series, we gonna win this series.
There you go. And we got 7.
They
And we
can't
got
mess with us.
and we got 7. And
They
we got
might win 1 or 2, maybe 2, and that's it. We, you know, but the teams that's evenly matched up and evenly tied, that's when you see them 7-game series and things of that.
two things you don't want to do is get swept or even get a backdoor sweep. You know what I mean? You don't want a backdoor sweep and you don't want to get swept. So you go out there, put a good performance up, get y'all 2-3 games out of that. Y'all done took that team to the distance. If y'all don't happen to win the 4th game, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. A lot of teams try to get it done in 6.
Right.
A lot of teams try to get it done in 6. Got that right. Injury, you know what I mean? Ejection, anything can happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you got to definitely be on top of that.
Well, we gotta close this out. It ain't, you know, especially on their home court when they was playing Utah. This was no, they closed it out on Utah, but this was also too when they was on their court as well too. They was just talking about we ain't trying to go to no game 7. We ain't trying to go to no game 7 because anything can happen on that game 7.
That's so peculiar that how Scottie Pippen and Jordan played so magically together and so masterfully together, and they didn't even like each other. Wow, it worked. Scotty got so much to say now. He got so much to say now. It's crazy.
That he didn't get more, you know, recognition and limelight.
Nigga, you Scottie Pippen.
But also too, I think it's mad because this contract, but you signed it, you know.
And once again, nigga, you Scottie Pippen. Nigga, you on the team with nigga Michael Jordan. Nigga, you Scottie Pippen, nigga. I mean, it ain't no other role you could play. You can't be Mike. You tried that at Portland. That didn't work out before you did it.
Right.
Tried that at Portland. It didn't work out. Y'all was up. And what Rasheed Wallace at the end of the game? Sure, they should have played the rookie. Who was the rookie? Jermaine O'Neal. Wow, remember that name? Malice in the Palace. But anyway.
But also too, I remember I was watching Kobe, and Kobe said he was like, it was the when he was like, man, they asked what's the NBA ring. He was like, yeah. He said, yeah, it definitely is. He said, remember Tim Donahue, the referee? And then he was also talking about Sacramento. He said, how Sacramento missed 20-some free throws in the game 7, and they was up like 18.
See what I'm saying?
You feel me?
See what I'm saying?
Like, come on, now.
Shout out to Chris Webb. We love to have you on the show. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mess with the fam. Hey, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
what's up?
They probably start rolling.
Yeah.
Man. We ain't even worried about it.
For sure.
Too. But listen, we stay the same thing. We stay in the sport. We gonna switch to another league real quick. To the Lions.
Oh, to the Lions.
We gonna switch to the Lions. You know,
the quarterback move.
You know, with Darius Smith. They are still in talks with Darius Smith about coming back, but they just told him going out there because they say we can't pay that contract because he had a healthy contract. That's why they had to release him. because it was like, that contract we can't pay, and they told him, see what you can get out there. And if like if you can't get that money, then come on back to us, and then we'll work out a deal.
Well,
so if everybody know that's that's the situation what's going on with the Lions with Zarius Smith, cash down new man.
whoa, I got this to say about to the Fords. Aaron Rodgers is looking for a job, y'all. Whoa. Aaron Rodgers, y'all, is out there really looking for a job. He's taking interviews. I know y'all just gave Goff all them pesos, and I know y'all cannot move Goff for all them pesos. But Fords, y'all got a lot of money. Y'all got a lot of money over there. I'm just saying.
Just bring him in.
No, you can't just bring A-Rod in, because Pittsburgh talking about starting. They talking about moving their quarterback. Yeah, I didn't know he was immovable. You know what I mean?
Crazy stuff, though. I gotta look.
He had never played for Detroit?
No, just period.
Politically?
I think politically.
Yeah, he a Donald Trump supporter. So, of course, he said some wild, crazy stuff. But we don't care nothing about what his political views is. And that's another thing. Athletes, rappers, whatever. Yeah, nobody care nothing about your political view, not honesty. Because, in the most part, a lot of y'all are not even well versed in what it is that y'all subscribing to, or what y'all think that y'all subscribing to. Nigga, can you throw that rock? Aaron Rodgers, can you put that rock in that hole and get them touchdowns that we need, bro, when we need them on the line? And guess what? I know you can. And we got everything you need over here. We got all the weaponry you need. You better bet that we got the line you need. We got the whole kick the booty. Well, I'm just throwing it out there, just candidly. You know what I mean? Even though I know we got, we picked the quarterback up, by the way. I know that. We got a quarterback. Yeah, we got another quarterback. I know.
Who was his name?
I don't know his name, but we got one. We got
it. They still got Bridgewater?
Nah, I think they had to move on Teddy, man. That's my guy, too. Shout out to Teddy Bridgewater. I messed with you, Teddy, all while you was in college, boy. Had wheels on you. You got that injury, wheels was gone. But I messed with Teddy Bridgewater. Whoa, I thought you was going to be a phenom in the NFL. Man, I thought he was going to be phenomenal.
That's it. That show you, man. That's why the boys be fighting so hard for the bonuses and things of that nature in the NFL, because one game your career could be over
with, man. Teddy Bridgewater, man.
It's different than basketball, because that football that's a grueling sport, so they fight hard for them guaranteed sign bonus.
Man, Teddy was running the 4.2 grass speed, man. He was out here like Mike Vick, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
He was like Mike Vick. Arm wasn't as strong as Mike's, but wheels was. You know what I'm saying? Because Vick was running like a 4.1. You know what I mean? Yeah, so and slanging that mother lefty. Yeah,
slanging
on the run. Yeah, he invented that. Yeah, on the run and on target. You know what I mean? Shout out to Michael Vick. You know what I'm saying? By the way, he got a bold deal, bold job, and all of that. But I mess with Mike Vick, and in my opinion, I'm saying this right now on live podcast, Mike Vick might be my best quarterback of all time. Whoa! I'm gonna stop all that. I'm a big Dan Marino fan, but Mike Vick, that's my guy. I know you. I know you about to say. I know what you about to say, but we ain't finna get off into that. We ain't finna get off into that. Yeah, we ain't finna get off into that. I know what you about to say. I know what you about to say. I know what you about to say. So I'm just gonna
hold my peace today.
Yeah, we just gonna hold the peace on it.
I'm glad,
I'm just saying, man. Mike Vick, that's my guy. In my opinion, Mike Vick is my best quarterback of all time. This is in my opinion. Yeah, I'm you know what I mean. And that's a wild statement, because this is actually what's the other the cornerback that's in talks right now about saying that he got the best record. He the best cornerback in that position. He got his stats is what I can't think of that. His stats is better than Dion's. Yeah, but see what the young fella don't understand is your stats may be better than Dion's, but see what the young fella don't understand is quarterbacks would not even throw to this man's side. Do you not understand? So, yes, he's not going to have as many tackles as you. No, he's not going to have as many interceptions as you. He's not going to have as many knockdowns as you. He's not going to have as many stops as you. He's not. Because they would not throw to his side. He made the offense literally run a totally different way. He literally changed the game of NFL by just being on the field. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We talking about 100 yards, nigga.
Somebody this side, y'all only got that side to work with.
That's it. That's it, man. And I think that's remarkable in itself. That's like asking for, that's demanding respect without saying a word, bro. Without saying a word, bro. That's demanding respect without saying a word. And it's funny that you brought the Deion Sanders story up, because I definitely was going to say this right now about Deion and old boy and this little rift that they got going on. You know what I mean? I definitely was going to bring that up. Politics, tariff laws. You got to get on that, because as of today, all the tariff laws went up and everything that you can possibly imagine, which I already told y'all that several episodes ago about the tariff laws. Today was the day. Yeah, the Orangeman got down today, man. The Orangeman, man, is wild boy. Now, let me explain this tariff thing to y'all right quick, as fast as possible. Some of the tariffs that's being put on us, okay, Donald Trump's thing is, if they put the tariff on us, we're going to put a tariff on them. Sounds fly. It sounds good. It sounds like, okay, you do it to us, yeah, we do it to you. It sounds good. But this is what he's leaving out when he's saying this about these tariffs that they putting on these countries like Cambodia, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia. All of these places, right, is where this come from. We, 40 years ago, United States, leased and made it possible for factories that was in the United States to set up shop in other countries and had a product made as slave laborers, slave sweatshop laborers, because over there they can pay somebody $10,000 a year to do the same work you had to pay somebody here $60,000-$70,000 to do. You know what I'm saying? So they outsourced. They outsource their factories to these places. And this is why the tariff laws are that high, because we're only importing the things that we're getting done over there and we're shipping it straight out. So the things that we're shipping into the country is not benefiting the country at all. So they got to put a tariff on you. They got to put a tariff on you. Every country don't have taxes. So once you build up a factory over here, you there. You got jobs, all right, we got people. That's how that work. You know what I'm saying? That's how that work. Ain't no tax laws. You get what I'm saying? So as he's going along, he's doing these things, and a lot of the Trump supporters don't understand what it is that's going on. And I just don't understand. Well, I do understand, because I just had this argument earlier with a young dog of mine. The worst, okay, it's two things that you could do in life that's just all the way bad as an adult. One is to be loud and wrong. That's the worst thing you can do in life. Be loud and wrong. You don't want to be loud and wrong. God dang. You know what I mean? If you're loud, at least be right. You know what I mean? And if you're wrong, be quiet about it. You know what I mean? Hush up, tuck your tail, and go and figure it out where you're supposed to be right at. You know what I mean? That's one thing. The second thing is the worst. You can be 50% right about something and don't know the other 50% about what the same subject that you're talking about. But you 50% about right what you're saying. But there's some other parts to that makes your 50% invalid that you got to add in there. And it's hard to convince somebody once they already stuck on what they stuck on. You get what I'm saying? So those two things you don't want to do as an adult. And let me tell you something. A lot of these Trump supporters are supporting this man, and I ain't gonna lie. Everybody I know that supported Trump and voted for him, they like, man. But they also like, how am I supposed to vote for Kamala? Because she was wild work. She was wild work. I don't know what she was about to do, because she never really stated no agenda. Her whole thing was basically Joe Biden thing. So she never had her own agenda. And I understand why she didn't have an agenda, because she was catapulted into that field to be run for president. She wasn't set up to run for president. And that's what a lot of y'all out there, a lot of our viewers, y'all need to understand that. She was never set up to run for president. That was not her end game. Her end game was not to run for president. She was catapulted into that position due to Joe's, you know what I'm saying, Ellen, and blunders he was doing all over the goddamn place. You know what I'm saying? At 82 years old. You know what I mean? Oh man, wild work. I just want you to know. You know what I'm saying? Wild work. But for the most part, so the tariffs, you got to understand how they're working and how they're going to work against all of us. They just put a tariff on all the countries that's importing American cars. Now, if you know anything about cars and American cars, they're poorly built. Sorry. Chrysler GM4, I'm sorry. They poorly built. And, you know what I mean? The other countries ain't buying them. They not buying them, man.
That's why they about to take it, like the other countries, they about to take over the EVs too, like Tesla, out of there.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean? The Chinese, they say they EVs is out cold.
Yeah. So, you know, Chinese,
yeah, but you just look at you know what I mean? Look at the Honda, the Toyota, and all them cars like that. They be, you know, it'd be expensive to fix, but them cars be lasting a long time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a long time.
Well, see, my thing is with China, right? And this is how you know China cap, because of the simple fact. How much money we owe China?
I don't know.
I think it's like $6 trillion. And I'm gonna tell you this. I was born in the 70s. And I think we owe China $6 trillion then. So my point that I'm making, is that's be all cap, man. That'd be all cap, man. That'd be all cap, man. Yeah, that'd be all politics, man. Yeah, that's all politics, man. Y'all steady, we owe y'all $6 trillion, but y'all steady doing business with us. That's a bad business. That's bad business, I would believe. If I got a business, right, and we missing $6 trillion out of that business, I think that would affect our business. I'm not for sure. You know what I mean? $6 trillion is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. You know, that's like, you know what I mean? That's
a lot of peso.
That's 100 billions to make 1 trillion. You know what I mean? 100 billions, you know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I mean? You got to make, 1,000 billions got to make 1 trillion. 1,000 billions. So we talking about 6,000 billions. You know what I'm saying? To make, you know what I'm saying? $6 trillion. Yeah. It take 1,000. It take 1,000 billions. Yeah, it take 1,000 billions to make $1 trillion. So that's so $6 trillion is 6,000 billion dollars. That's more money and more numbers than they even got on the goddamn Richter scale. Yeah, I didn't think I put it up on my calculator. But anywho, the tariff laws, like I've been saying since the beginning of this podcast, man, is bad. And I want y'all to know this too, that we keep coming on here. Today is Thursday. And we live. I know we normally come to y'all on Monday. Yes. Nah. Yeah. And shout out to the Red Cross and FEMA for assisting all the people. We had a hell of a rainstorm, tornado touchdown yesterday. Houses got destroyed. Properties, floods. Oh my God, floods everywhere. Oh my God. And shout out to those people that's in need, that need some help out here. For real. Because I know power was shut off in my area on the other side. So yeah. Hopefully, it got the power restored and things like that. I was getting my hair cut actually this morning in the barbershop on State Fair and on State Fair. And shout out to my barber, Nate Ski. And the power went out in the minute they cut my hair. We had to literally move the chair into the sunlight so we can finish cutting my hair. As y'all can see, you know what I'm saying, I'm fly. You know what I'm saying? As y'all can see, I'm crispy out here. Yeah, that. You know what I'm saying? As y'all can see, this joint crispy, you know what I'm saying, on 10,000, you know what I mean? Just so y'all know, shout out once again to my barber, Naski. But yeah, so the power went out.
To my barber too, man.
This nigga here, man, you got some nerve. You shot that barber. You done shot your barber. That's wild work. That's wild work. That was just wild work.
Y'all know who he is.
That was just wild work, man. Wild work, man. Yeah, so the power went out. Yeah, but I'm talking about the power. The power went out. Shout out to his barber, man. God damn, what was his name? Mike. Shout out to Mike, man. Over on West 7 Mile, cutting head, man. Shout out to Mike, man. But the players there. Oh, you want the players then? Okay, yeah. Get up there, Bob. Get up there, Bob. All right. So shout out to Mike over the players then. You know what I mean? So the power went out while the dude was cutting my hair. So like I said, we had to move the chair to the sunlight so we could finish cutting my joint. And that was like wild work. You know what I mean? That was wild work because I'm like, yo, I was in the middle of this boy and the power click, beat. I was like, oh man, I thought we was done. I didn't think it was no other way around it. I'm telling you. But you know what I mean?
Because you know what I mean? Like, he boasted like my barber got the, you know what I mean, the chargeable boys and the plug up.
He got
boys.
that. He got that.
You feel me?
He got the cordless joint.
So no, he'd be like, all right.
He got the cordless joints. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right outside in the back.
He finished. You know what I'm saying? He finished. I'm booked. What day is that I'm booked on? That's a while away. I'll bring that up on another episode. You know what I'm saying? But everybody I noticed though, I'm gonna bring this up though, because everybody's doing it. Next month is Derby month. If you know anything about the Derby, the Kentucky Derby, the Bluegrass State, it goes on next month. The Preakness come on first, and then the actual Derby come on later in the day. So everybody now is having Derby party. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's having a Kentucky Derby party. So y'all can get y'all seersuckers out and y'all straw Panamas. You know what I mean? You know, y'all straw, your Stetsons, you know what I mean? All that. Not for the Derby. You don't bring it down. This for this high class here. Nah, you don't bring no cowboy boots out this. Nah. Yeah. Ass pops on. The girls got the dresses on with the big hats. Yeah, big sunglasses. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The girls got the gloves. Yeah. Maybe you even got a veil on. Right? But a girl might even. Yeah, we got a couple derbies that I'm aware of. What is it? 49? Is it 50th or 50? Well, I don't know. I can't remember. T Woods, friend of the show. Shout out to T Woods. I'm trying to get him up here before his party and promote his party. But he got a derby coming up. I don't know the date, but a lot of y'all out there that's in the age bracket between his age and down and some above to 30, y'all know who the heck this nigga is. He was one of the biggest party promoters in the city, and he probably is one of the first people that I can attest to that actually put that party promoting on the map as far as using that as a real job and really hustling it and doing it for these promoters right now to be able to do what they can do. Because back in the day, it was no such thing as no party promoter. Back in the day, let me tell y'all something. This is a then and now moment. Back in the day, the party promoter was the DJ. That was the only party promoter there was. The DJs, if you was throwing a party, you had to get with a DJ that was going to pump your joint. Yeah. However he pumped it, wasn't no internet or nothing like that. So however he pumped it, he pumped it.
Because whatever parties that he DJ'd or wherever he was DJing, he was like, look, we gonna be at such and such on this day. Y'all gonna, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
And that's why I'm about to shout out the Motor City DJs, because that's how they was formulated. The Motor City DJs is a coalition of Detroit DJs from back in the day that actually still have their co-op going on where they actually try and throw each other bones as far as DJing all over the city.
be on here, man. Talk about that DJ because he'll have a fit. He's like, man, you and me, we was back in that day, man. We started that.
Right. So
You about some music. He called me up. He got going crazy.
So if you want to throw a party back in the day, the in and out moment, if you want to throw a party back in the day, you had to go through a DJ. Now, within maybe like 2001, maybe 2002, the party promoter thing started popping up. That started being a thing. It started, I'm going to tell you, with the rap videos. The rap videos, and they was having these illustrious parties in these different little settings, in these rap videos or whatever. That would transition things over to party promoting. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. T Woods took that college life where he was at Michigan State, if I'm not mistaken. If I said that wrong, T Woods, I said it wrong. I think he was at Michigan State. He started throwing parties at college and transitioned that into his adult life. And I've been to T Woods' birthday party last year, and guess what? I had a ball. It was a slapper. Yes, it was. It was a slapper. So shout out to him. He got one coming up. Then my other man, Harrison. Harrison got the Orchard Deck coming up. He got that going on. I'll be over there. That's also another derby party. And man, listen, we finna turn this something up, man. Den and Out podcast, man.
Gonna be everywhere.
Den and Out podcast, man. We gonna be out here, man. We gonna be out here. When you catch me with my phone, listen. Hey, listen, I'm telling y'all niggas right now, man. Y'all gonna stop telling me y'all coming on this show, man, and y'all not coming on the show. I'm gonna start running up on y'all with my video on my phone, video record on my phone, and I'm doing the interview right there on the spot. Right there on the spot. We gonna do an interview right there, yeah. What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, we'll do the interview right there, because I'm saying, though, my man, YG, I ain't talking to you, I'm talking to them. Yeah, I'm talking to them.
So,
Hey, for sure, for sure. So, with that being said or whatever, go ahead and get ready to close the show out. Anything else you want to say?
that's about it. But tomorrow, man, y'all enjoy yourself. Tigers Day opener. You know what I mean? Y'all go downtown, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all, drink responsibly. Don't be drinking and driving. Catch an Uber. Y'all know y'all gonna be, because it's going down tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Shout out to the Moores law firm, because they got the ride share thing.
Oh, yeah.
Moores law firm, they got the ride share. Where if you do get too blasted down there, whatever, they got a 1-800 number you can call and you can get right home, man. Don't be out here drinking and driving, man. For real. I got hit by a drunk driver as a pedestrian, so nah, that ain't what he hit for at all. For real, changed my whole life. So we gonna close the show down, and once.
So subscribe, share, tune in Monday night at 8 p.m. for Den and Out. You feel me? Podcast. We need y'all. We need y'all to tune in, and we need y'all liking and subscribing and sharing and telling people about us. You feel me?
You better